Hey, yo, what's good, man? It's your boy Derek Branch here at Strike7Sports.com. And guess what today is, man? It's finally back. Sunday Boxing Talk. And we have a good fight to break down today. And that's the bout that took place last night between Erickson Lubin, the Hammer, and Sebastian Fundora. Pretty good fight. Uh, I finally get to see a fight where a fighter wasn't too afraid to use his leverage, his strengths to his advantage in the fight. I gotta have some height, some reach. Wasn't afraid to use it last night. And in the past couple of fights where I see, taller, lankier fighters, they're not, for some reason, they get kind of afraid to use that advantage, that height advantage, to their benefit. And it does in the ring for nothing. They just kind of have those gifts for nothing, and never really put them to use against shorter fighters. But that wasn't the case last night. Erickson Lubin went down last night in a tough fight, a close fight, according to what I got on the scorecards here, against Sebastian Fundora. Guy that was on Lubin was on a winning streak lately with the fights that he was in. But it comes to an end. It came to an end last night against Sebastian Fundora. Probably was this fight was probably a precursor to something big between Lubin and the other super welterweights in the division. Maybe against Jermaine Charlo, Tai Tzu, what's his name, Brian Castano, but that may take a backseat right now, due to what happened last night. And Sebastian Fundora may be that guy that steps in, that becomes that challenger to Jermaine Charlo or Brian Castano. That's going to be next month and on Showtime. But interesting fight, man. Interesting fight. A lot of drama, a lot of action in it. I think Lubin took the first knockdown. I think it was in the first round, I believe. First or second round, he took a knockdown against Fundora. Lubin bounced back, knocked Fundora down. It was a tight fight after that, but Fundora were able to get some shots in. It got to a point to where his nose, Lubin's face started to swell up real big, especially around here by the nose, up here. Started to swell up real bad. And his trainer, Kevin Cunningham, stopped the fight in the ninth round. So it was a stoppage, and Fundora won the fight due to Kevin Cunningham, Lubin's trainer, throwing in the towel. But it's interesting here because Lubin was up on the cards. And I felt like the momentum was shifting towards Lubin in the fight. All he had to do was maintain what he was doing. But he was just like, he was really exhausted, man. Even in the rounds that he was winning, he was really exhausted to me, man. But according to the scorecards, the two judges scored the card 85-84, had Lubin winning by 1 point on these two cards. The third judge scored the fight 85-85, so it was a draw. That was not a draw. He was going to win the fight if he maintained what he was doing. He could have hung in there a little more, going to survival mode, but show the judges, make a few last impressions on the judges. He would have won this fight, but Kevin Cunningham felt like it was too much. I don't know if Cunningham or Lubin's corner knew that Lubin was up on the cards, but they decided to throw the towel in and say that was enough. But a good fight, man. I was going back and forward between the Ryan Garcia and Manny Tagbo fight. Felt like Garcia was gonna close that one out. So I just went to the Showtime and cut this one on. And when I cut it on, they were showing the replay of Lubin being down on the canvas. I just felt like it was gonna be some high drama in this fight. But this is a fight that you can have a rematch in. I wouldn't have an issue with them having a rematch between these two guys. A rematch clause. I don't know if there's a rematch clause in this fight, but it's a interesting battle. It was an interesting fight last night, and I wouldn't mind seeing it again. Is people talk about it as a fight of the year candidate. It has some merit to it. Fundora, and really impressed by what I saw in him last night. I had to keep going back and think about, who this guy was, Sebastian Fundora. I know I heard the name before, but then when I saw him in the ring, it reminded me of who that guy is. That guy has a lot of length on him, bro. A lot of length, man. Tall fighter. Use that reach to his advantage. Use that reach with the power to his advantage. A puncher. Just flat out dominated. Pretty much, I won't say dominated, but he hung in there with Erickson Lubin, man. He hung in there with him, and if the towels weren't thrown, maybe Lubin would have won this fight, man. But we'll find out eventually. We'll find out what went down in that corner, in Lubin's corner, these next few days of did they know he was winning up on the cards? They felt to themselves that Lubin was out of gas, that he couldn't maintain it. Felt like he was gonna get it stopped or something like that. But we'll find out, man. But also, Fundora outlanding Lubin with the punches, 255 to 149. Lubin held a 40%, 36% advantage to points, the punch accuracy. But only connected on 15 throughout the rest of the action. So tough fight for Lubin, man. Tough fight for him. I don't know. I think I'm more than sure they're gonna want a rematch, man. They're gonna want a rematch between those two, if possible. I don't think that they're gonna go into the winner of this. Well, Fundora's just gonna go ahead and automatically get the Castano Charlo fight. There may be a rematch between Lubin and Fundora. That's what I think. That's a lot of to me, and just based on what I've seen with Lubin and the way he is pushed, the way he's marketed it, is that they seem to have some type of big investment into him to see if he can be one of the stars that push on PBC. So I just think that it's a possibility that these two could fight again, and I wouldn't have no issue with it. A close fight, it's a very close fight. Like to see if what Lubin can do, what adjustments he gonna make to deal with that height advantage, to deal with that power of Fundora. See if he can disarm it in a potential rematch. But if not, man, Fundora may be ready for Charlo. I like to see that height. I like to see how would Jamel deal with that height, deal with that power from Fundora. But first, man, he got to deal with old boy Brian Castano, who that was also a pretty good fight. And the last time I felt like Castano won that fight, but you know how that goes, man. Sometimes with the PBC, but we'll see. Everything plays out, man. Good fight. Good night for boxing overall. Ryan Garcia took care of Tagbo. Erickson Lubin didn't get it done last night, but I think they go back and look at the tape, look at the film, they'll see where they messed up at. And I'm gonna look at that fight again as well, man, to see what were the judge thinking, man, in regards to this fight. Because I felt like Lubin, after he got his knockdown, I felt like the tide was shifted in the fight. But then, Fundora didn't want to back down, man. He didn't back down in this fight. Kept throwing punches, kept fighting, because he started to get a little swelled up as well. And I felt like the fight, if your boy Lubin had got one more knockdown and one more good round in the 10th round, he probably could have won the fight in the 10th round. 10th or 11th round, the fight could have been won by Lubin if he maintained it, if he survived. But Kevin Cunningham just felt like it wasn't enough, he didn't have enough and throw it in the towel. But we'll see, man. The truth's gonna come out, real soon on what happened. So we'll find out. Well, anyways, man, that's all I have for y'all for right now, man. Give me a comment, like, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how y'all feel. Do you feel like Kevin Cunningham should have thrown in the towel? Do you feel like it's the right thing to do, even despite him being up on the cards? Also, in the description box below, check out strike7sports.com for the latest content on NFL, the NBA, and much more. Have a blessed night. Peace. I'm out.